the beat back like a DJ. Swag team empire, all my niggas aim high, that's a slogan. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Scratch that, you a bad bitch. You a bad bitch cause you're not average. You a bad bitch cause you're so mad thick. You a bad bitch, come and jump on this dick. Cause I'm tryna blow like Al-Qaeda. Dressing up black like Darth Vader. Tryna get the power like a generator. Do it all for the fucking flavor. So I tell my head, baby you park chick fine. And I'm so happy cause I know that you be mine. Take your clothes off cause the body is divine. But baby don't do it for the vine. Got her going down like she digging in the mine. Got her going down cause she digging on my shine. Got her going down, she a 10 but she gotta live a night. She ain't staying for the night. I don't like your niggas, Uncle Ruckus, no relation. Is that your girl cause I'm tryna have relations. Wallet thicker than a bubble, what a revelation. Young fly nigga man, I need a vacation. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Scratch that, you a bad bitch. You a bad bitch cause you're not average. You a bad bitch cause you're so mad thick. You a bad bitch, come and jump on this dick.
Oh, baby, please don't go. Oh, baby, please don't go. Oh, baby girl, what's your name, what's your number? Yeah. Only like girls with a big body bumper. Yeah. Oh, baby girl, what's your name, what's your number? Yeah. I see you swagging and rocking my jumper. Yeah. Na 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 na. Oh, baby, please don't go. Oh, baby, please don't go.
Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Scratch that, you a bad bitch. You a bad bitch cause you're not average. You a bad bitch cause you're so mad thick. You a bad bitch, come and jump on this dick. Karma, rotation, infiltration. Couple brothers been through probation. I'm chilling with the Caucasian. She's telling me I'm black Jamaican. Where I say? Flights to Barbados, I'm so contagious. All the man them wanna pray me. Ex-girl wanna see me. We move like Vandulu, no voodoo. Vandulu, no voodoo. Don't you wanna take it easy like Drizzy. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Baddie, babe, you a baddie. You a baddie, babe, you a baddie. Scratch that, you a bad bitch. You a bad bitch cause you're not average. You a bad bitch cause you're so mad thick. You a bad bitch, come and jump on this dick. This is my thing, where's your thing? This is my thing, where's your thing? She's calling me mister, cause I'm fucking on her sister. Looking like her on the Insta. But this is my thing, where's your thing? This is my thing, where's your thing? This is my thing, where's your thing? Yeah. I'ma do it like yeah. I'ma do it like yeah. Swag team in this bitch like yeah.
You ain't sick like Penfold, take no better than Avengers Assemble. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. You ain't sick like Penfold, take no better than Avengers Assemble. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. Man, I feel like Kane, I'm a guest. Show me respect, I'm over handling tests. Headshot, we aim above necks. Supposed to give you the ISIS effect, cause when I smell death, Reaper, it's your soul life, I'm to collect. Straight fire like when Kovu's on deck. I'm about to be next. Bars, equipped with a flow that's totally yeah. It's all about steps. Man, been doing this for time, I ain't vets. Who want to test? Get that hot 16, I'm in our target, my friends, so please come correct. Cause the heat that grip will do more than a man's flesh.
Yeah, I said man, I feel like hey, no one gets me while you give me that Play-Doh effect. See, man, I'm going up another level, they really want the medals to get best pay your respects. I ain't trying to delay the effect from a shot, that's why niggas are aiming your head. I'm quick with Alizé from a friend and a bitch, I ranges from an 8 to a 10. I'm trying to get away from the ends of performing places I get paid to attend. I tell y'all straight, if I take the piss, commit to the game, cause sure I'll take it again. More money, more paper than them. More money, more paper than them. Don't take no offense, but I see cracks in your armor, so you better start papering them.
You ain't sick like Penfold, take no better than Avengers Assemble. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. You ain't sick like Penfold. Take no better than Avengers Assemble. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental. Straight up grease, Penfold instrumental.
See, man, I sick like Penfold. I attack the game, Shevchenko or Crespo, Di Malenko. Them gal never ready for the take no general. See, that's cause I got that length.
Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A solo edition. So get your questions in. As you can see from the title, people, Arne Slot, is he close to being sacked after Liverpool's heavy defeat to PSV 4-1? They lost in the Champions League. Not only is their top 8 aspirations looking bleak, but if they lose to Inter Milan and lose to Marseille as well, that game against Karabag on the final day, they might not actually make the playoffs. They could drop out of the top 24. So we're going to be talking about all of those things plus more. So get your questions in, whether it is about Arne Slot, Liverpool, whether it's Van Dijk, whether it's Salah, whether it's the big game at the weekend with Chelsea taking on Arsenal. Sticking with Liverpool, they take on West Ham. Manchester United are facing Palace. City is still in the title race. They take on Leeds at home in one of the 3 p.m. kickoffs as well, people. So like I say, get your questions in. Get your questions in, people. If you're a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat as well. So if you're a member of the channel or you're kind enough to super chat, I'll star your question and I'll get to it. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. It's also underneath in the description as well, people. So yeah, and always, when you enter the city of sarcasm, or if you live here, either or, pay the tax, people. Every live stream, pay the tax. And don't worry, the tax is free. All I need you lot to do is hit the like button on the video. Hit the like button on the video. Share this out across all of the socials as well. Yes, it's flawless at Sarcasm City TV, at Sarcasm City TV. Yes, it's flawless. Twitter, Instagram. Make sure you follow, again, share. And just as important, road to 16K here on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. So please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I think are we 40 away or 60 away? I've not double checked, people. But what I need you lot to do is hit the subscribe button so we can get there, people. Like, that's all I need you lot to do. So that's what we're doing. All right, what am I doing here? Let's put it as Q&A. There we go. And Sarcasm City TV extra links in the title as well. Let's see what you lot are saying in the chat. Big up to Sham in the cut, says like, subscribe, hit the notification button, click all, get notified when Flawless goes live. Big up to Shan. FN, big up to you, man. Big up to you. Big up Daz Gaming as well. Big up, again, big up to Sham, big up my nephew. Yeah, so the 2 tunes at the start, people. Obviously, if you're audio, you wouldn't have heard them, but first tune is Swag Team called Baddie. That's a tune. Swag Team, Baddie. The second tune is Take Note, Talk, Scorps, Myself, Ain't Sick. It's just a track we had that was unreleased. So I was like, yeah, let me just run this. Marlon again, ole. Them YB fans proper lit, I can't lie. Okay, how did Villa do? I did not follow any of the football today in the Europa League. I'm guessing it was Conference League as well. I didn't follow any of it. But you lot get your questions in. Get your questions in. And in regards to the title, Arne Slot, I'm still surprised he's here. I'm not going to lie. I expected to wake up to a message. Well, not me personally, but wake up and see the statement that he's gone. Because his position is more than untenable. I just mentioned there, not only is the title race bleak, and if they carry on, they're not going to make Europe, but Champions League, top 8, is looking like a reach with the way they're performing because they play Inter Milan away and Marseille away. And if they lose those 2 games, which I think they will, that will leave them on 9 points going into the final day. And then that's a must-win game against Karabag because 10 points might not be enough depending on the field. I'm looking there. Let me check. Make sure I've got that correct in regards to Liverpool because they currently sat. Yeah, they're 13th. So they're on 9 points. And I think by match day 8, the final match day, they'll still be on 9 points. Currently, the cutoff point is 24. Paphos are on 6 points. So I know they play teams in and around them as well because you got the likes of Barcelona below them, PSV, Galatasaray, who have beat them, who are below them, Napoli, Marseille, Juventus, and Monaco all below them as well. I think there's a chance they don't finish top 24. So this is why I'm surprised that they haven't pulled the plug. Surely they pulled the plug at some point. Surely they pulled the plug at some point. How much more do you need? 9 and 12? 4-1 at home to PSV Eindhoven. 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest. 2-1 loss at home to Manchester United's Ruben Amorim's Manchester United. How much more evidence do you need? This is why I'm surprised, but where I think they may be hesitant to fire him. 1, they wanted to get it to work because they spent a lot of money. And 2, I don't think the Liverpool hierarchy expected to be where they are now. That's what it is. Yeah, Solo Tinglex. Yeah, they didn't expect to be where they was at. And that's where I think the issue lies. They didn't expect it. Yo, my mustache is getting large. You see it stick up. I'm looking like Waluigi. It's crazy. I need to go get a trim this week. It's mad. It's mad. I just looked at it there. I was like, yo, that's crazy. But very, 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 what was I? Yeah, very surprised not to see the statement. Because West Ham at home, but shout out to Surfer because he made this point. Where have we seen a bald Dutch manager potentially getting sacked, losing away at West Ham? Where have we seen that before? Let me ask the chat a question. If they lose to West Ham, is he gone? So whether you think they win, lose, or draw the game, let's say hypothetically they go there and they lose 2-0, 3-1, is he sacked? Like, what are you lot telling me? Because when did they pull the trigger? And it's very interesting because normally I'm the one being asked this question about Manchester United in regards to Ruben Amorim. So now talking about this with Liverpool with Arne Slot. Because then after that, they got Sunderland on the Wednesday, and then they got Leeds away on the 6th of December. Then into Milan, then Brighton, then Tottenham, then at home to Wolves to see out the year. What did they do? Yeah, for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Got the Ryan stuff going on, the Luigi mustache. That's Madison big up, man, every single time, my guy. George, you reckon he's gone? Yeah, Ten Hag was sacked after West Ham. Yeah. I can't lie, I'm not too sure he gets sacked because of how close the games are. So, all right, let's say he doesn't get sacked. Where do they pick up points? Because I don't think they beat West Ham. I don't think they beat Sunderland. For some reason, I think they beat Leeds, but that's probably because I dislike Leeds. Again, these are not unnecessarily all losses. I'm talking about wins. I don't think they beat Inter Milan. I don't think they beat Brighton. I think they beat Spurs. And I think they'll beat Wolves. This is in the current predicament right now with Arne Slot as manager. I think they do though. So you're saying what? 2 wins out of 1, 2, 3. All right, 3 wins out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out of their next 7. That's nowhere near enough. Because even add on that, it's still a hell of losses. What are you, 9 and 12? So that'd be 12 in however many. All right. What is going on? He's mad. Big up S. Madison as well. I see you. Big up Rizzy Max says, what's going to happen when no change coming out of the slot machine? Yeah, it's mad. It's mad, Rizzy. It's mad. They'll get sacked after West Ham away. It's a Dutch thing. That'll be ironic if it does. Ironic. I cannot explain Liverpool's downfall because just last season everyone rated their players, but now all of a sudden their entire squad looks overrated. That's the, you know what that is? To JT. That's the difference between a good manager and a bad manager. A manager's system can enhance the strengths of players and hide the weaknesses. But then again, on the flip side, a bad manager can not play to your strengths and expose your weaknesses further. Because me and Sai was having this debate yesterday, and this is why I'm not hearing it about the squad being short and the squad not being good enough. These were not the conversations at the start of the season. Now, granted, there was 1 or 2, there was a few, but I'm talking general consensus was saying how good this Liverpool side is and how they are going to win the Premier League. Some were saying they were going to walk the Premier League. Others were talking about not only are they going to win the Premier League, they'll be there or thereabouts in the Champions League. And in the space of 2 to 3 months, now everybody's whacking the squad short. That's why I ain't hearing it from Sai. As much as Sai was spot on with his critique of the Liverpool squad, but you still pick them to win the league. So therefore, there isn't that many deficiencies if you pick them to win the league, as I did, as many others did. And worst case scenario, even if you didn't have Liverpool winning the league, you probably had them 3rd. Worst case scenario from a Liverpool aspect, you probably had them 3rd place. So there's no way they should be performing like they are. There's more teams performing better than them than not. They are one of the worst performing teams. They are one of the worst performing teams in the country currently. Like, if you look at it, not just results, because their results are shocking performance-wise. Like, take out Wolves, take out Burnley, take out Leeds, who's currently performing worse than Liverpool over the past, let's say, 5-6 games. Take out the bottom 3. Who's currently performing worse than Liverpool? West Ham have picked up form. Forest have gone there and won. Fulham have done all right. Newcastle have got a couple good victories. Brentford have been competent and competing against people. Everton have done well. United, as bad as we've been, actually had a couple good games before this run of bad form. Spurs, all right, they have been terrible. I can't lie. You could argue Spurs. Then you got Bournemouth, Sunderland, Brighton, Palace, Villa, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, all been better than them. So yeah, to respond to this point, this is the manager. Because all of a sudden they're just terrible now and they need this and they need that. But everyone was picking them to win the league. So you can't go from we're winning the league to we need a complete overhaul. No, your manager's doing terrible. Your manager's doing terrible. Hey, big up Don C every single time. Oh, he's lost the dressing room, S. Madison. Without doubt, he's lost the dressing room. He's there. Yeah, I have no idea, nephew, how Villa lost them. I don't know. JT, was Ursak and Wirtz really needed? Liverpool spent no money in his first season and Slot won the league. Yeah, it was needed. Because they needed improvements in those areas. Isak is an upgrade on what they had there. Wirtz is an upgrade on what they have there. I look at the manager with that. If we all have a choice now between Isak and Nunes, this summer gone, 1st of July, we all have the option for our clubs, and the choices are Isak or Nunes, Wirtz, or whoever else you want to put there. We're all taking Isak and Wirtz because they didn't lose anyone. So you can't even say Wirtz or Szoboszlai because they didn't lose Szoboszlai. He's still there. We all taking Wirtz. Wirtz is a quality player. Wirtz is a quality player. Did they need him? Yes, they needed him. Did they need more also? Yeah, this is why they tried to sign Guehi. Did they need a midfielder? Yes, they didn't address that. But what team in the Premier League doesn't need more? There isn't a team in the Premier League I look at, whether it's the first 11, their depth, or both, that need more in terms of quality. Whoever you think the best team in the league is, whoever you think the best teams in Europe are, all could do with more because nobody has the perfect team. You try and get as close to it in terms of quality, but then your manager is supposed to enhance and deal with what you have. Hence why none of us had Liverpool outside the top 4, top 3. I say this again. General consensus was they're going to win the league and they're going to win it at Cantor. That was the general consensus. I can't lie. Players are throwing him under the bus. Van Dijk was trying out for the Lakers yesterday. Yeah, it's very damning, IDK. It's very, very damning. When players start doing things like that and making mistakes like that, there's a reason for that. Do I think he's lost the dressing room? Yes. I think he has. I don't think any players purposely go out there to play bad. But I've said it before and I say it again, when a manager is sending you out with a system and tactics that are not working, naturally, you are not going to perform at your best. Because you are not happy, you are far from confident, and you're getting packed up week in, week out, and you're getting criticized heavily week in, week out. Naturally, that's going to this manager's setting us up to fail. I know, I've worked jobs with terrible managers. Did my production decrease? Yes. If I have a terrible manager, I already don't want to be at the job anyway I was doing. And now you're adding in a bad manager on top of that. My production was already going to be below what needs to be. Now it's going to decrease even further because I got this idiot manager on my case. Got this idiot manager just chatting shit. Like if I run into one of the, in particular, a former manager, I'm going to punch him up. If I see him, it's on site. 100%. Then he's lucky I was raised right that I didn't slap him in the office. I see him out and he tried to chat to me. Yo, slap him up for real. Ridiculous. And that was years ago. I was loud. I was like, all right, cool. Let me just relax. Now I think about it, I should have slapped him. But that's a whole different conversation. Yes, what are you saying, Barnes? You good. Make sure you lot subscribe to Beijing Reds TV as well. Every single time. See? Last 5 league games, only Wolves have the worst form. There's no way that should be a stat for Liverpool. Liverpool are not the 19th best team in anything. They are not 19th, or whether you think they're 18th, 17th, 16th, 15th in regards to the teams who are performing better. They should not be that low down the list. Should have paid and kept Diaz and sold Gakpo. Wrong decision. You could argue that, but I don't think Diaz, would he help? Yeah, but I still think it's an issue. But, well. Flawless, I think Salah carried him last season. When Salah's not performing, you can clearly see the weaknesses in his manager's tactics. Yeah? But then that's where the manager then in lies to go and, okay, how do I now get the best out of Salah? What do I change? How do I get the best out of other attackers? You got Isak, you got Ekitike, you got Wirtz, you got Gakpo, you got Szoboszlai. You've got Kerkez, you've got Frimpong. You have enough attacking talent out there. I was having this discussion with Sai. If we blanked out all the names of the names of the clubs, of all 20 clubs, and we just got a list of names, each squad, and we got a list, and we all could pick which squad we wanted, Liverpool are no lower than third. They're first, second, or third. That's it. You're not taking taking the majority of this league over them. Like I said, when you just look at it on paper to manage, that tells you all you need to know. I ain't take maybe City. Arsenal, they're the only two in contention before the season started. I wouldn't take Chelsea's team over Liverpool's. Chelsea's squad. I wouldn't take Manchester United's squad. I wouldn't take Tottenham's squad. I wouldn't take Brighton's squad. I wouldn't take Bournemouth's squad. I wouldn't take Sunderland's squad. I wouldn't take Crystal Palace squad. I wouldn't have taken Everton's squad. I wouldn't have taken Villa's squad. I was mentioned all they're majority of the teams who are above them. And then there's teams who are performing better, like Brentford. Like overall. And they're only 2 points behind him. Brentford squad or Liverpool squad. It's a no-brainer. No-brainer. Not saying them stand. There's no, like I said, there's no perfect squad, but this manager is severely underperforming. Severely. Let's see what else you lot are saying. What the hell happened to the second? Say that again? To Dark, I'll say this again. Diaz presses as an outlet with runs with the ball. Gakpo can't do it. One trick pony, cutting and shoot. I hear that. I just don't think, Barnes, that it's solely on. I think that improves you, yes, but I think your problems are much bigger than that. Because even if you sign Semenyo, who you lot are linked to, Semenyo will do what Diaz does plus more. But I don't think it changes Liverpool's fortunes overall. It lies at the manager. Would Semenyo be an improvement? Yes. Do you get some more output of him? Yes. Would he be better for the team? Also, yes. But I don't think Liverpool go from this to now, all right, we're going to go contend. Because everything else is a mess. It's not just one thing. And that falls at the manager. Yeah, players need to be criticized and criticized heavily because Liverpool's better players are not doing it. But when everybody performs poorly, who do we look at? The manager. That happens in football all of the time. Everybody underperformed, even Ekitike. I actually thought was decent at points in the PSV game, but even he's falling off a cliff. Letting go of Diaz was so stupid in hindsight. And that in there lies the problem because everyone celebrated them selling. Liverpool fans, most Liverpool fans, general consensus, celebrated Diaz being sold. Most of them celebrated. It's a great money for him, and all this. The fact that people are talking about the missing Diaz. People are talking about a missing Nunes. People are talking about, there's another one as well that's crazy to me, and I can't remember off the top of my head who'll come back. But that's just an indictment of the manager. Oh yeah, Szoboszlai being their best player. If people are talking about Diaz being missing Diaz, missing Nunes, and Szoboszlai being your best player, that in there lies the problem. You should not miss Diaz. He's nothing spectacular. He's nothing spectacular. Nunes is nothing spectacular. We watched him. Szoboszlai, competent central midfielder in the Premier League. Nothing spectacular. He's your best player. It's on the manager. That's it. It's on your manager. Here we go. Big up to Young Funny says, problem is Slot is in the same boat as Amarim, but with a better team, in my opinion. Play your own tactics and the players don't follow through. Play to the best ability of the players and they play better. And that's just common sense. Even though I don't necessarily agree with this, let's go with this. Because Sai made this point as well last week about, the tactics he's using. Yeah, that was it. The tactics he's using don't suit the players. Change your tactics then. That's just common sense. Like, you change your approach. That's like me going live late, like I've been doing for the longest, and then not understanding why my UK audience is not as big as it could be. If I want more UK audience, I'd go live at more UK friendly times, which I do at points. Where I go live on the Monday and Tuesday at 4:30 p.m. for my UK audience. But if I wanted more, I'd Wednesday and a Thursday and a Friday and a weekend, etc. Even though weekend you get watch along. The point is, I'm making you adapt. That's one of the key things you do at the highest level. You are at the highest level of sport. Why are you not adapting? All right, this isn't working. Let me get this to work. And that's where Slot is an issue with. But hey, we move. Yeah, man. Amarim played with a 10-man Everton with a back five for almost 90 minutes, bro. Refused to change. And you going to get the sack with that. Oh, is it? I didn't know it's because they've changed it on YouTube with the ats. Big up Frenzy. That's why I just called you by the at. But it's Frenzy Flawless. I don't know why my name's changed to that. Big up Flawless and the Sarcasm family. Big up, man, every single time. When you are losing, being a manager is the loneliest job in the world. Yep. This is why you are compensated very heavily, is to deal with this. Look at his pay packet. You are paid extremely well to do an extremely tough job. Do it. Do the job. That's what you're paid to do. Simple as that. Simple as that. Like a TK custom against Brentford. What was it? What was the goal? You have to jog my memory. Let's see. Hey, you lot continue to run up the likes as well, man. Continue to run up the likes. I said, hey, Liverpool fans, come take Elliot back. Was he that bad? But he's not really. How much has he played for you lot? You gotta give him a chance to actually get into match rhythm and sharpness. But he's a decent player. Big up to Dark, who says, Man U fan here. Amorim is a dead man walking. Many want to shift him. A lot of us think he needs time. To the people who thinks he needs time, I say it all the time. Why? I don't understand why. For what? It's like you're in a relationship and the first 12 months has been horrible. But you're like, I'm going to give this relationship time and it's going to get better. Why? It's not like it's been a couple days, it's been a week, it's been 2 weeks, it's been a month with your partner, with this girl. No, you two have been together for a whole year and it's been horrible. Why are you going to continue with this? Makes no sense whatsoever. The manager has won 12 Premier League games in 12 months. And granted, 3 of those were just now. Right. Flawless Dog, who liked to post on Instagram criticizing Amorim for playing a double pivot of Bruno and Casemiro. Is that actually, because I did see that, but I'm always skeptical whether it's true or not. The fact that, bro, wait, let me get to this. Bro, we can't keep changing out girlfriends, man. Dak, I don't know if you're in a relationship or if you're married. So are you with your childhood sweetheart? To anyone who's in a relationship right now, actually to everyone, so whether you're in a relationship or not, how many gal have you lot had? Are you telling me, Dak, you've just been with one girl your entire life? You've never switched. You've never changed. If you are like, let's say you 25 plus, how many girls you had? I'm not asking you lot to out your business, but I'm just saying. So, Doc, you with your childhood sweetheart then? So you'll stay in a relationship you're unhappy in then, is what you're telling me. I'm genuinely asking because I don't understand help me see the thought process. All right, cool. See you running jokes. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? That's all people got. That's all people resort to is jokes and nonsense because people got nothing to back this manager. That's my point. It happened today. It happened yesterday. Notice a pattern, people. Notice a pattern. Whenever I start going back and forth with people who back Amorim, they have nothing of substance to say. It just goes to straight jokes and straight nonsense. Like, you can't keep changing out girlfriends. What? Ask someone who's married how many girls they had before they married that woman. Chances are 98% of them is not their childhood sweetheart. So they would have had numerous girls before that. If you're 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, whenever you get married or whenever you settle down and this is your long-term woman with kids and you lot are together. All right. Fair's nephew, put it this way, Unk, if Elliot can't get game time over Evan, fucking guess how this raps. You know what? Fair enough. Did Sancho play today, by the way, nephew? Just our interest. Thank you. Dunsey, and you've been married for how many years, Dunsey? How many years you been married? So you say is you had plenty of, and then you found the one. Because everybody is not everybody, but most people in life are looking for that one partner. So girl, guy, whatever your sexual orientation is. He played good. All right, that's good. Flawless man, them are telling me Amorim's on thin ice. Quote months. How many beatings and L's do we have to take to realize this guy is done out here? On thin ice. This guy been figure skating on his thin ice. Usually that wrong. Like I say, people got no solid arguments. Even yesterday, when I was actually trying to get the reasons as to the positives, a man are trying to argue me, and I'm like, I'm not debating you. I just want to know the reasons why you want to keep him. But hey, see what else you are saying. Flawless, I can't lie, bro. I think it's time we admit Arsenal are winning the Prem. It's November, and I've already given up hope of them bottling it. That's UVO. I ain't giving up hope of them bottling it. But hey, we move. I ain't. All right, so 7 years. So it took you a long time. So you with your wife now for 7 years, Dunsey. But before your wife, you had multiple other women before that. But it didn't work out. Like, you can't keep swapping out girls. Big up Rizzy, man. Every single time. Big up. It's ridiculous. But hey, continue to run up the likes. What you lot telling me, man? Continue to run up the likes. Continue to share this out across all the socials. Continue to subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Subscribe to the extra channel. If you're a member of the channel, again, your questions take priority like a super chat as well. It can be on, like I said, it can be on slot Liverpool. It can be about the Liverpool players. Maybe it's Manchester United, Amrin related. Whether it's Arsenal, whether it's Chelsea. Obviously, those two face each other. Title race, Manchester City. Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul, wherever the case may be, people. Literally sharing this out across socials myself. All right, 1 second. Let me do so. And how many likes we on? I know it's not enough. How many likes we on? What are we doing out here? How many likes are we on? I know it's not enough. What's going on, people? What are we doing? Where we at? So 12 years then. Exactly. Yeah, that's my point. I was talking about football clubs and managers, not relationships. You said you can't keep swapping out girls. You said this. You said you can't keep swapping out girlfriends. So you said relationships. Which is not the case. You said, bro, we can't keep changing out girlfriends, man. This is your comment. Which I entirely disagree with. But hey, we move. The captain was fighting police. The YB captain was fighting police. My thing. Yeah, that's my deal. Big up to friends. He says, man are telling me we're attacking better. Shake my head with what attack 2 out of 5 attackers are injured. Who says we're attacking better? It's on the socials. I believe our attack is better, but that's just because we have better attackers. That's nothing to do with from a tactical or system thing or a manager thing. We just, because we have better. So we're going to create more and score more because we have Bremo and we have Cunha and we have Sesko, who are miles better than what we had prior. Because what we had was arguably the worst in the league. Like Garnacho was probably the worst starting left winger in the league, and Højlund was probably the worst starting striker in the league. So we went from 2 of the worst in their positions to now 2 of the better ones in Bremo and Cunha. And then you can throw Sesko in there as well. Let's say Sesko, you have him 10th. That's still much miles clear of the 2 that I just mentioned. So people don't realize this. And I said this, I've been saying this. If I am managing Manchester United and I'm not capable of, and I don't have the credentials, nor have the qualifications, nor the experience. If I had United's team last season, and then you get rid of Garnacho and Rashford and Højlund and bring me Sesko and Bremo and Cunha, the attack will be better. There's nothing to do with me. If we had no manager last season and then added those 3 and then had no manager this season, the attack would be better. Get better players, you get better results, yes. But then what your manager is supposed to do is not only enhance your better players, but enhance even the players who are not as good in the whole team. So then they can rely on a system. And then when you don't play well, that individual quality can bail you out of points. Get the most out of what you have, which is why our manager doesn't. Hence why we are now sat 10th. We're level with Liverpool, who are on their worst run in 123 years. Let that sink in. So we are level on points with the team who have been absolutely horrendous. And people wonder why I want this manager gone. And it's not a surprise. Because I'm smart enough, I skip the 5 stages of grief. I don't do the anger. I don't do the depression. I don't do the denial. I don't do the bargaining. I just get straight to acceptance and accept it for what it is. Dunn said at the start of the season, Manchester United are not doing anything. Said this. On live streams on my platform right here, on other platforms, I've done said this. People didn't want to listen. Oh, you just hating. Oh, you just being negative. Oh, you're just doing it for views. Me, people talking about views. Like I go viral. Crazy work. Even with this Everton game just gone. You're telling me, oh, why are you not confident of beating Everton? Because we're Manchester United. We're capable of losing to anybody. And not only did we lose to Everton, we lost in embarrassing fashion. We lost to 10-man Everton, and they would deserve winners. That OT. I can't even argue and say they didn't deserve it. And the worst case about it was, it wasn't a shock. I'm on another podcast, bro. I got told our attack's better, but have they been actually good this season? No chance. Yeah, they're miles better, but the output hasn't been good enough. I agree with you. Friends, yeah, I agree with you. I've been saying this, just because it's better doesn't mean it's good enough. And I was saying this yesterday, that I don't give any of our players so far this season a 7 out of 10. Max is 6. I don't give any of our players a 7 out of 10. Are you telling me all our players are that bad? All of them. Someone argued me delete. I was like, all right, you could argue that, but it's max 7. I personally wouldn't give a 7, but if you want 7, and I think it's a handful, I think it's a delete. That's it. To be honest, Alamens, you could argue, even though I think he made a couple mistakes, you could argue that. Facts, Cunha and Sesko injured and we look rubbish in the final third, which means this manager relies on individual moments. You know what, S. Madison? I didn't even think of it like that. You're spot on still. No Cunha, no Sesko. We have our worst attacking, which is hard to believe, but we have our worst attacking performance. Even though it's bad even though Forest was bad. Forest was bad and Spurs was bad. And we kind of topped that. I hear it. You know what, S. Madison? This is a very very valid point. I'm going to quote you when I use this. 100%. I'm going to quote you. Horrible. And it's 10 men. Because the crazy part is, I think if Cunha's out there, I think we actually win the game. I think he's made to play against, not like he's only successful against, but his game suits playing against 10 men. Because he's got that extra space and he'll go past the man anyway. And there's already extra space out there. Yeah, 6 out of 10 is a push. Hey, I'm not arguing for anyone, Frenzy. If you said to me, there's no higher than 5s, you're going to hear no pushback from me in regards to that argument. I'm not going to give you any critique on that. And that just goes to show how we've been. But again, what makes it worse is it's crazy. Like managers, we can't keep changing United managers. So to that, who do you support, Dak? Are you United? Are you Liverpool? Who do you support? Who do you support? The one time Sesko don't play, we spam crosses. Hey, IDK, man. To word to your name, I don't know. Make it make sense, man. Apart from maybe Brighton and Sunderland, what other games of players played above 5 out of 10? LOL, Amarima. I think we played well in 3 games. I hear it. You mentioned 2. I think we played well against Liverpool as well. But that's 3 games out of 13. I think we've actually played well in. Now, you right, S. Madison? I just didn't think of it the way you said it until I didn't think of it that way until you said it, which is spot on. When you said Cunha and Sesko not there and look how the attack looked against Everton. Where if those 2 are out there, we probably win the game. All those crosses, Cunha's individual brilliance as well, and people are waxing Liverpool because we're then 5th. Let's say we win the game 2-1, 3-1. Then we're 5th and no one's talking about the performance. People are talking about the results. And again, there's too much results-based analysis. It's typical, man. Fucking typical. Oh, Lord. Feel like I'm doing Man United all over again, people. Again, your questions don't have to be on Manchester United. If they are, that's cool. But if you want to ask about something else, that's also fine, people. Feel free to. And please subscribe to Sarcasm City TV Extra as well. I'm not going to be here for too long. Solo Q&As, you get them up. I was going to do it earlier. I ended up had some stuff to sort out, so that's why I pushed the show back a little bit. But yeah, United, again, I said 9th. I stand on what I said. And every season, I feel like it's the Men in Black thing that happens with Manchester United. And even not even season, game by game, I feel that's the way with Manchester United. Like, well play. Regardless of the result, the performance won't be too good. And then I feel like we all discuss how bad it is. Press the Men in Black pen, and then next week or the following few days into our next game, people are supremely confident. Remember, this was the easy run of games. It was 5 from 5. United Strand was going to cut his hair and all this stuff. Shout out to United Strand, because people getting at him is crazy. People talking about, it's a gimmick. He's nothing to do with why Manchester United are performing the way they're performing. Leave United Strand be. He ain't done nothing wrong. He's just showcased. Even though winning 5 games in a row is tough, he's just showcasing that we are nowhere near it and how bad we are. United are not a very good team. The sooner Manchester United fans accept this, the better. I've done accepted this. I accepted it from before a ball was kicked that Manchester United are not a good team. That's why I said 9th. But Flawless, you like the signings and Bremo and Cunha and Sesko, and you like the the defenders we've got, and we've got a goalkeeper, etc. But this manager's a bigger detriment. It's one of the worst managers in the league. So because he's one of the worst managers in the league, that is going to bring us down. Hence why when you have better managers as you see in the league, that's why you see teams higher up in the table. This is why you see Palace where Palace are. This is why you see Bournemouth where Bournemouth are. No one would say Bournemouth are currently sat 8th. No one thinks Bournemouth are the 8th best side in the Premier League. Like individual. Again, it goes back. If you look at it from an individual perspective, we don't think Bournemouth have the 8th best or higher at anything. We don't think goalkeeper. We don't look at their defenders from an individual standpoint, their midfielders or attackers. Who thinks Bournemouth has the 8th best attack in the league? Or the 8th best midfield in the league? Or the 8th best defense in the league? Or the 8th best goalkeeper or higher in the league? So how are they 8th? And that, what I just mentioned there, go that to Palace. Palace are 5th. We don't think Palace have the 5th best anything. They lost their best attacker in Eze. How are they 5th? The manager is maximizing the strengths and covering up the weaknesses of his side. And this is what I keep talking about with Manchester United. Our manager doesn't do that. If he does that, I think we're way up the league. I think we're comfortably in the top 4 as of right now. And I look at the daft points we've dropped and look at the games we've dropped points in, it's ridiculous. Just adding the Everton 3 points, we'd be 5th. Just that. You don't even have to look to other games. You don't even have to look to Fulham. You don't even have to look to Brentford. You don't even have to look to Forest. You don't even have to look for Spurs. Eliminate those 4 games. Just Everton. And we're 5th. All right. Okay. It's quiet. Notice the Almerian is supremely quiet because they was loud. After Sunderland, loud. After Liverpool, super loud after Liverpool. After Brighton, stayed just as loud because they was 2 teams we had horrible records against. And then it was even kind of loud against Forest and Spurs because, you know, they were quote-unquote good performances. No, they weren't. People just looked at it and went, oh, it's decent results and we've remained unbeaten in 5. That's how people looked at it. Yeah, a stupid way to look at it. Never seen so much nonsense in my life. Absolute just fuckeries. That's what it is. Fuckeries. But hey, we move. Yeah, Palace is the perfect example. Hence why everyone's waxing lyrical about Glasner. People wax lyrical about Iraola because they get the most out of what they have. That's all I want my managers to do. Get the most out of what you have. And if you get the most out of what you have in a league that's not great in terms of quality, where could you end up? But hey. Andy says it's mad how Slot could get sacked before Amorim. Is Slot going anywhere though? Because what do Liverpool do? Who do Liverpool go and get? Because they're not in the Manchester United boat where United can just bring in someone to... Our expectations are not the same. And so, all right, someone to come and steady the ship, and if United do better, we're cool. Who do they get? Because they need a manager for now to take them back to the top. We're not looking for a manager as of right now to take us back to the top. We're just trying to become a competent, like I always say, a competent, cohesive unit again who can compete. Liverpool are looking to go to the... You don't spend that amount of money coming off being Premier League champions, adding to the squad in which they already had, and not expect to go to the very, very top. So who do they go and get? They can't go get a Glasner or Iraola. And they're 2 managers I would take up my club. And even if you go get interim, who do you go and get? Big up, Jez. Says, I think they buy someone out of the job. Who just... Who did they go and get, though? Is it? All right. So, Xavi, if he gets sacked, Xavi Alonso, De Zerbi, Shout, Glasner. Faroli, who does he manage? Who's Farioli? Who does he manage? Let me know. So, you go and get Xavi. Xavi's a shout if he gets sacked. De Zerbi is a shout. But then De Zerbi's expectation is to go from where they're at now to go compete at the highest level. Same with Glasner, and I rate Glasner. I think De Zerbi's also a good manager too. I actually think Xavi, I think the 3 of the 4 are good managers. Oh, he's at Porto. Okay, I know nothing about Faroli. So, yeah, that's their lookout. That is their lookout. Liverpool is playing a game every 3-4 days, no time to implement a new system in training. They have to get interim right now. More time for recovery than practice. Who do they get, though? So you, my guy, what's your name? Man's called Demon, you know. So I just call you Demon. Demon, Who do they get? So they go get Xavi. So they go get someone who's not managed in the Prem before into this environment and say, hey, take us back to the top as an interim. We go get into him. That's the thing is, I think they will give up on the season and try damage control, get in Europe at least. And that's what I think they should do as well. I think they go get into him. But who is the interim? That's where the issue lies. What interim do they go and get? I'm saying Xavi. All right. Anyone else outside of Xavi? What system do you personally think suits Liverpool? What he did last year. They just need to again, a little bit more control. That's what they need. Because they have players that are like a little bit more control. They have players to keep the ball better. And he shouldn't be so... Curtis Jones, I thought, was spot on when he said we're easy to play against. You shouldn't be that easy to play against. Just sit back. When you don't have the ball, just retreat just a little bit. Like, forget this pressing stuff. Because you have enough quality out there to beat anyone. So, yeah, that's what I'd say in regards to the system. Yeah, you can go with a 4-2-3-1 and just a little bbit more controlled. A little bit more controlled. More possession, and utilize what you have. Because you've got two wingers in Gakpo and Salah, and then you've got Rio. Even though he's more touchline winger, but you got Rio, you got Chiesa. They want to cut in, so have them cut in and have the wing backs go, have the fullbacks go. You got two great fullbacks when it goes. We watch Kerkez do it for Bournemouth all season long. Frimpong, we've seen him do that for Leverkusen all season long. You get Gravenberch just to be the 6. And it is and then you play. McAllister's been playing awful. Push your buzz line next to Gravenberch. And you got the runner and then play Verts in the 10. Have Gravenberch progress the ball. Because he's more than capable of doing that. And then you've got Ekatike or Isak as the striker. So that's what I would do. There we are. What's going on? For me, Gerrard interim. I think Gerrard can get Liverpool top 5. What do you think? No, I think Gerrard's a horrible appointment for them. That's why I'm all for it. Bring Steven Gerrard to Anfield. Yes. Get Steven Gerrard to Anfield. I think it's a horrible appointment. Horrible. They need an experienced seasoned manager to come in there. You need someone who's had that's why when man said Xavi, if he was an interim, all right, I hear it. They need someone who's been experienced at a high level. Not Gus Hiddink, because obviously Gus Hiddink has long retired, but somebody like Gus Hiddink. When Chelsea got Gus Hiddink, you need someone like a Gus Hiddink, not Van Gaal, but like a Van Gaal. Seasoned professional that automatically commands respect from the dressing room and just gets them back to basics. That's all they need. Who that interim is, though, I don't know. I don't know who that manager is out there. Not Zidane, because I think Zidane is too far-fetched, but somebody like him. You need an authoritative, experienced, seasoned figure who's been there. Any of the guys who are listed, because these are the guys I think they would target. No, Fez. What are you saying about interim, Jez? What are you saying about interim? Hey, big up, Fats. What are you telling me, fam? What are you telling me? What's good? I noticed how when I asked Dark what team he support, he disappeared. Notice that, people. Notice that. The issue is not many managers would leave a permanent job for just an interim job, bro. But I think interim suits them better. But who do you go and get? Because you're going to just go and get, you're just going to say, all right, fuck it. Let's go get Xavi Alonso, for example. Let's say Xavi gets sacked from Real Madrid. You just say, all right, let's go get Xavi. I don't think Xavi would be the worst appointment, to be honest. Because even though I think Liverpool need bodies, a back three I think could work. It would need some tweaking. It would definitely need further additions or maybe play some youth players. But I think a back three could work. That's what I would say. Is it that bad? Obviously, Jez, you're more tapped in than me on this. The interim market stinks, so I don't know. Hence why I think they go for a permanent manager of Fez. Because I can't think of no interims for them. Like, was when I talk about Manchester United, our interims are former players. So I'd happily go get Rude or Carrick to the end of the season and then address it. What are you saying about Honus? Jez, that sounds crazy. Because Jez is a hoe. But like the manager Honus at Stuttgart, both right now and in the summer. Do you think he does well at Liverpool or you think he struggles? And that's to the rest of the chat as well. Anyone who watches the Bundesliga. Because it sounded like a crazy statement. That's why. So I had to throw you under the bus. But genuinely asking, that's to anyone. Who's he manage? Sai. Is it Rosnier? How you say his name? He would be a good candidate. But what do you think of him, though, Jess? Let's say they got him. Do you think he's a good appointment for now or the summer? Even though it's probably one in the stance is probably the same. Like, what do you think of him as a gaffer is what I'm asking. Andy's saying Honus ain't ready. Why do you think he's not ready, Andy? So who would you go and get, Andy? You said Javi, right? Strasbourg. Okay. Honus is a serious hipster man. He dies at pool, in my opinion. Fair enough. Sham says we shouldn't keep Slot just because he won the league for us. Other managers have been sacked after winning the league. Ranieri at Leicester, Mourinho at Chelsea, Conte at Chelsea. # stop the rot, get rid of Slot. Fire hashtag, but I disagree with it. It's like I'm 110% Slot in at Liverpool, but I hear your overall point, Sham. Who would you go and get, Sham? Who would you go? What would you like to see happen, Sham? Do you want interim or permanent as of right now? So if they sacked him and they came to you, Sham, and was like, right, we can either get interim or we can get permanent. What are you going for and why? I think he's really good, but he's fine at Stuttgart now. All right, first. I can't lie, PSV were brilliant on the ball. Who's their manager? The chat will know. Shout out PSV, man. They was on smoke. Look at this guy, man. Man said stick Carragher in there with Steve Finnan, Roy Hodgson in, Steven Gerrard, Joe Allen, Markovic, Aquilani, Hippier, Andy Carroll as their assistant. What do you think, Flawless? I'm with you, man. Sabotage Liverpool. I'm with it. So, Andy, you said you'd love Cesc Fabregas. Ain't Honus got more experience than Cesc Fabregas? I swear he's been managing longer. So explain to me, Andy, why you want Cesc Fabregas, but draw the line at Honus. Let me know the thinking. Like, I'm lost at the thinking. And let me know. Hey, Sai, you see you lot. When you start mentioning these managers, yeah, if they're not like well-known top of the list, please, in brackets, put the team that they manage. Because you might have mentioned the Porto manager, mentioned someone else. I don't know these lot. Like, Slot should try a 4-4-2 diamond, I'll be real. So you put Gravenberch, and what at the 6? You put Shabazz, say Curtis Jones left and right. Or you got McAllister, Verts in the 10, and then Isak and... You know what? A diamond just don't work though. Off the ball. I think it gives you Bologna. I appreciate it, Zach. I think it gives opposition too much joy out wide. It gives you too much joy out wide. Obviously, any formation, any system can work, but I think you have to have specialists for that. Who's the last team to successfully play the diamond over a sustained period of time? Like, who actually plays the diamond? Like, if anyone knows. Does anyone know a team that plays the diamond, like, on a weekly basis? Like, in Europe? Like, not even successful, just plays the diamond in the past 5 years. Let's go from 2020. From 2020 to 2025. I don't think a diamond works. It's like a Christmas tree formation. Ancelotti, I guess, in Bellingham's first season. Is that when they won the champs? And look at the players they had. Did they win the champs that year? Was that the year they won the champs? And Bellingham was box crashing. So it was Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Valverde. Who else played? Vinny, Rodrigo. Man. And trust me, you ain't got their players or their manager. I'll tell you that much. They got some of the best players on the planet. You got to look at the players that just named, man. They might have Chouameni, Camavinga, and Valverde. And Ancelotti's a bad boy manager. Let me not even get walk over that. So you got one of the greatest managers of all time in the dugout, and some of the best players currently right now in the game. That Vinny at that time, he was playing out of his skin. You had Bellingham playing out of his skin. And then you got Valverde, Camavinga, Chouameni, Rodrigo, Rudiger, Courtois, Carvajal. So I'm saying, you had them lot, you probably won't be in this trouble now. Yeah, Ollie tried it. He played the diamond a couple times, but it weren't like consistent. I remember when we packed up Liverpool, he played the diamond. When we packed up, not Liverpool, Chelsea in the FA Cup, he played it. But we seen how that went. So yeah, that's my point. That diamond outside of Real Madrid. If you got to see that, we're talking the specialists, we're talking the GOATs. Like Ancelotti sits at that table. Nah, Andy, you said Honus can manage a mid-table club. So what's the difference to you between Fabregas and Honus? I'm just genuine. I just want to know the figuring out. Tell me. Talk to me. I want to know. I'm genuinely interested. Let me know. Because you said Honus is too inexperienced, but he's got more experience than Fabregas. Yeah. What are you saying? I wasn't going to do it. What are you telling me, facts? I said Lakers, Mavericks, NBA Cup Saturday, 3 a.m. on playback. What are you looking to pull up? If you're looking to pull up, I'll do it. Because the game wasn't in Dallas, I was like, all right, let's get up. If the game was in Dallas, I would have done it. Because Luka going back to Dallas is a story. So you let me know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Mavs ain't good. Shout out to Clay going back and forth with Jado. That was funny. That was funny. All right, cool. If you're about, then don't duck. Don't fall asleep, nothing like that. If you're there, I'll do it. Because I wasn't even going to do it. But if you're about, I'll do it. So I'll add it to the list. I don't think it matters anyway. It's the instructions rather the shape pool play. Pardon me. I don't know what happened there. I agree with you, Jess. I think it's all a problem. Flawless, I really like Roberto De Zerbi, but he's too emotional. First. If it's a blowout at halftime, I'll join. Now, there's no other decent games, really, to be honest. I was looking. Actually, I think there's one before. You know, the T-Wolves or the Thunder or some shit. Let me have a look. Friday. Nah, I tell a lie. It's not. That's another day. Yeah, it's just Lakers maps. No, man. Look at this. Pistons, Magic, Nets, 7-6s, Hawks, Cavs, Hornets, Bulls, Knicks, Bucks, Pacers, Wizards, Thunder, Suns, Jazz, Kings, Nuggets, Spurs, and then Lakers, Mavs. Is Wemby back? Wemby's back. That might be decent still. Is Wemby back though? Watch Honus in the Champions League last year was asked. Spurs. Needs to be a permanent manager, but I don't know who we can get right now. That's probably why the club would keep Slot instead. That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. The Zerbi is mad. He's attack, no defense at all. Hey, get into Anfield then. That's what Slot's on. I'm with it. You score 6, we'll score 8. I'm with it. Flawless, I said so many times his team can work, but we just needs to go defense and attack with less. I agree. The players are there to perform much better than this. But, hey, long may to they lost. Shout out Arne Slot, man. Big him up every single time. Yeah, if there's no Wemby, you know what? I'll just double check now. I ain't watching the Spurs with no Wemby. Right, where we at? Antonio Spurs injury update. All right, let's see what's what. He's out. Yeah, he's out. Calf missed multiple weeks. That's the 17th of November. Yeah, I ain't watching the Spurs. Forget about that. Forget about that. Stuttgart teams last season wasn't a Champions League team, though. They performed to the standard I thought they should have. Because where did they finish? Did they get knocked out of the... They didn't make it through, did they? Let me have a look. Go back to last season. Yeah, they were 26. Finished on 10 points. Won 3 out of 8. Well, hey, over 40 of you lot in the building. Let's continue to run up these likes. Hey, we're only at 33 likes. Girls up to 40 likes, people. Like check 1212. Like check 1212. Pay the tax. Hit the like button. Subscribe as well. What number we at? We're at 15,939. I need one more subscriber. Girls to 15,940. I know there's one of you lot who are watching right now who's not subscribed. Hit that subscribe button. If you don't have a YouTube account, it's 2025 going on 2026. Why don't you? You have an email address. Just create it real quick because it helps support the channel. And then that way you'll get notified every single time I go live here on Sarcasm City TV, whenever I go live on Sarcasm City TV Extra, or whenever I go live on Sarcasm City TV Gaming. Pardon me. That's a slot out. That's my analysis. Slot out. I hear it. IDK. You know what? I love Bielsa's style of football. It's crazy. That would send me insane watching it if it was my own club, but it is entertaining to watch. Flawless, Chelsea and Arsenal both win to make Sunday's game more interesting. Your thoughts and score predictions. How can Chelsea and Arsenal both win when they're playing each other? Well, my thoughts on the game, I think it's not a title decider, but I think it's a clear indicator of what is going on. Because if Chelsea win, that puts me, I can only speak for me, puts me on notice like, all right, Chelsea, you got a serious chance of this. I still don't believe now that they can go and win the league. If they beat Arsenal and the way Arsenal are moving, I will take them seriously. And then on the flip side, if Arsenal go to the bridge and win, I'll go, that's a statement of intent to go away to the bridge and win. I think City did it one year. What year was it? See if I might remember. But I think City won there either 1-0 or 2-0. De Bruyne scored a banger at the bridge. And it was kind of like, yeah, that's a statement. Like certain victories, certain games and certain performances and certain victories are a statement. So if Arsenal go there, I go, oh yeah, we got to take them much more serious. It's kind of like when United went to Liverpool and won. I was like, oh, Liverpool's problems are bigger than I expected. I said, Flawless, you're a prick. I meant the Champions League games. Why are you calling me a prick for your typo? It's crazy. But yeah, you're saying Chelsea and Arsenal both won their Champions League games to make the game more interesting. And in regards to a score prediction, Chelsea on a roll, you know. It'd be just like them fuckers to go. Every time I doubt these, like they always pull out a victory. Doubted them against Barca. Doubted them against PSG. When I think, all right, they've not got it because of quality, they'll go out there and put in a fucking performance. Well, I need them to put in a performance this time. Genuinely. I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea. I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea. That's what I'm going with. Up to Chelsea. Where we at? Yeah, that is what Don Hassam said when Slot first got appointed. He was ahead of the game, man. He was ahead of the game. What is this? I will time both you motherfuckers out. Talking about Cy Flawless is a fraud. Don't see, I absolutely agree. Look at these friends in the chat. I will time both you man out. Shut up about that. Make sure you subscribe to Conversation TV, though. Yeah, I'm going Chelsea win. I need Chelsea to win. I've said this. If Chelsea win, I'm on the Chelsea propaganda for the rest of the season. Title race, I will be on that watch along in all blue. I got to find my blue jacket. I will be here. Blue jacket Sunday. Blue jacket hoodie up back in the Chelsea because they need to do this versus Arsenal. We need them to do the business. Cannot have Arsenal winning this league. Cannot. So, hey, Chelsea, I didn't expect it to be you, but hey, do as you must. You don't want to claim world champs. Now's your time. Go be Arsenal. I need that just to wipe that smile off Dunsey's face on the show afterwards as well on 11 p.m. That's what I need. Tired of this guy smiling, grinning up, bare teeth, bare happy, bare energy. Talking about it's a lovely day and rare and all this, yo. Yeah, this guy, yo, is who's innocent peoples? Who's innocent? Who's innocent? Who's being bullied? And who's innocent? This guy chatting about. Well, I said I'm proper Chelsea if they beat you lot. That's a big if. This is a temporary alliance, though. It's just the enemy of my enemy is my friend. This is temporary. Like Spurs ain't going nowhere. This shit is just temporary. That's what it is. This is just an allegiance from now to the end of the season. You and who? You and Nancy. Oh, Lord. The victim's always the victim. It's never your fault. So, yeah. Jeez. Vega saying this. Hey, big up for the super chat, Vega, as well, man. Why'd you say this, Vega? Out of interest. I'm surprised that you've said this. You said don't expect anything from Chelsea. They're not it. Why don't you think they're it? And what's your scoreline prediction for the game? I'm surprised to hear you say that still. And what happened to your man, Vinny? I forgot to ask you as well. What happened to your man, Vinny Company, man? Hey, it's Arsenal. I thought he was the guy. What's going on? What we doing? Make sure you lot subscribe to Vega Games TV as well, yo. Make sure you do so. Yeah, like, man, we don't like this. Because if they beat Arsenal and then you lot beat Leeds, you'll only be, what, 6 points off them or something like that? Let me have a look. Yeah. So if Chelsea beat Arsenal, they'll be 3 points off them. And then if you lot win, you'll be 4 points off them. There's a level difference between the clubs at this time. First, we'll be there. I'm guessing you're watching Vega, right? I'm guessing you're watching the game. We'll be there. Very rare, Unk. I'm with you, man. Man said Cy and Dunsey, innocent fuck off. Yo, why are you not with me, nephew? I'm with you all the time, yo. Like, I'm Villa. I am claret and blue through and through. What do you mean? Back Unai Emery. Back the Villa players. I'm with you, lot. Villa prop. Everywhere I am. Morgan Rogers just scored one of the best goals this season, to be honest. That goal against Leeds, the first one was incredible. That's getting slept on. The fact that more people are not talking about it is criminal. Cole Palmer scored that, you would never hear that. If Eze scored that, you'd never hear the end of it. Never hear the end of it. It's crazy work. Why you say fuck me for? Yo, why? We ain't got no beef. United Villa's not no beef. We cool. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, the first one is cold, the whole move too. I've been a fan of Villa. Like I said, you lot have some of my favorite players in the league and play some great football. Vinny lost the battle planning for the war. So he's planning for the champs. That's the war, right? That's what we say in Vega. So he's gonna spin the block, knockout stages, Bayern Arsenal, you got Bayern, is what I'm hearing, Vega. Bayern Arsenal, you got Bayern, without doubt. He's spinning the block, you know, just quick reverse over the shoulder and that. And Flawless will do anything for his side thing. Up the Coventry Sky Blues, my side thing. How you lot getting on in the championship, actually? Ain't you lot doing well in the championship? All that for Frank Lampard to come up and get relegated or get sacked pretty soon. Where we at? Oh, yeah, top of the league. Wow, 10 points clear. Yeah. You lot got this. 10 points. What? That is mad. That is crazy. The league is mad. Mad. Let's see what else you lot run. Coventry away next season will be there. If you roll, I might roll with you to roll out afterwards. IDK says, side note, Flawless. I watched Warren today. He's slower than Mano. I don't know why. Scammer room wants him. First, does Cameron actually want Wharton? And secondly, it's not a pace thing. Like I said, people get too fixated on pace and like mobility and stuff like that. That's why you have team. Like you put someone who's super mobile next to a Wharton or next to a Mano. Hence why Villa, for example, with Tillemans, that's why they have Onana next to him or Kamara. Like that's the smart thing to do. Like Cruz wasn't the most mobile, so you put Casemiro next to him, for example. Pirlo, if you go back, Pirlo with Gattuso. Yeah. I'm only mentioning legs because of his system, not going to lie. His system stinks, legs are not. But I'd even get back to this because I got caught off track, man, with if doggy, whether it's real or not. Everyone knows Bruno and Casemiro shouldn't be playing in the pivot. Everyone knows it's awful. Bruno and Casemiro should not be happening in a pivot. And that's what his manager's going with. Nonsense. Nonsense. None of them should be starting week in, week out for Manchester United. But here we are. Here we are. Let's see. I said Villa hype. My Palace took a hard L. Oh, what did Palace lose? Again? Shit. What's going on with Palace in Europe? You're not really out here struggling. What's going on? Are you lot struggling so? What's happening? What is happening? Yeah, 2-1 versus Strasbourg. Strasbourg are a decent side though. So that makes sense. That makes sense. Right, final few questions, you lot. Final few questions before we close out. Warren and Sarr missing open nets. That's what happened. First. We took an L to Steve's nightclub. It's crazy. That was mad. Good question, actually, Andy. Are you happy if you get João Gomez in Jan? No, because it's not a player thing for me. Players don't solve that issue. I need this manager gun. And from when I've watched João Gomez, he seems decent. But I've never watched him and been like, wow, bring João Gomez to my football club. Never that. Well, that's just me. Never have I thought that. Never have I been like, yeah, João Gomez, bring him in. No, it's not a player thing. It's not a quality thing. We need a new manager. Manager. That's what we need. New manager. Simple as that. But I don't know what they are. Oh, yeah, Andy. I hear it. Because I think you lot is the same boat. I think you lot is definitely the same boat. It's not a Semenyo away. We're not a Belieber and a Wharton. Again, if United signed Belieber and Wharton, would we be better? Yes. Of course we would. But we still wouldn't be anywhere near what we want to be. No. Because this manager's tactics would still expose the team, would still not get the best out of a Wharton, get the best out of a Belieber, get the best out of a Stiller, get the best out of whoever. You don't get the best out of the team. This is why the team's been pretty much crap the entire time he's been here. Results tell you that. What is it, 30%? What is his current win rate? Let me check. Let me actually check this. Okay, let me have a look. What's his current win rate? 30%, you know. Fuck off. Get up. Absolute fuck. 30%. In the Prem. Man's won 12 games out of 39. Get the fuck, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? $18 losses. How are we conceding 61 goals with a back five? Yeah, man. Okay. Whatever, man. People back this shit. If you got Areola or Glasnow, would you take this team? Do you think this team could get top 5? Yes, absolutely. Yes. At this point, I think I could manage this team to top 5 the way this idiot's managing. I think they could manage themselves to top 5. Flawless side topic. I got 2 signed Eden Hazard cards. Hey, big up. Love that side. For real. Love that. Massive fuck Strasbourg, yo. Will, because our manager stinks. Maddie thing is Strasbourg plays same formation as Amorim, so why can't I see United play tiki-taka around their opponents and create chances versus better teams? Because our manager stinks. That's why. Manager absolutely reeks. That's why. Reeks. I don't know how we had 2 managers back-to-back that have awful out-of-possession systems, Man United, only United. Because they weren't that before they got here. But they get here and then start just turning stupid. Well, pressure. That's what it is. Pressure. A lot of people ain't made for the bright stages and bright lights. As we seen yesterday. And these are even the brightest lights, even though this light is bright. No pun intended. When I was going back and forth with, I can't even remember his name yesterday. And I told him call in. And he was like, I'm scared. I don't want to get clipped up. It's like some people just want to be in there. Some people just comfortable talking shit from the comment section. A lot of people can't get on camera talking to a microphone. A lot of people can't do that. What are we doing out here? So, like, yeah. Chin up, Flawless. Be happy, bro. Things will get better. Be positive, brother, Flawless. Oh, yeah, things will get better, man. Sunday. I know, man. Sunday, 7 p.m. Things will be a lot better. Are we talking about the Arsenal loss to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge? Oh, things will be a lot better. Oh, we will be there. We will be there, my friend. We will be there. Like Will said, proper fucking Chelsea. That's what it is. I don't think Glasner doesn't translate to a big club well. I think Glasner, we'll see, but I think he does better than this. To answer the original question, man said top 5. Yeah, I think Glasner gets us top. He's top 5 now with Palace. I think Glasner gets us top 5. I think Glasner could beat 10-man Everton and get results at Fulham, Brentford, Nottingham Forest, those Spurs. He's capable. How well he translates, we don't know until we make that jump. He could be a Graham Potter. He could be a David Moyes. But then on the flip side, he could do much better. United have been firing managers too late. Ten Hag should have been fired in the summer, and Amorim should have never survived the summer. Ineos for you. That's what that is. Demon. Ineos. That's it. Man said Arsenal is only the appetizer. West Ham versus Liverpool is the main course. Facts, man. We don't care about what's going on in West London. Them 2 scrub teams, one in red, one in blue. We're talking about East London, where there's another scrub team in red, but there's a quality team in claret and blue that are about to pour more misery on that team in red from Merseyside. I hear it, man. I'm with you, Jets. Hear it. Look at the bright side, Flawless. Arsenal fans waited till phase 6. Yeah, they did, but we can't have them winning. Flawless, before you close out, fuck Chiefs losing to Cowboys is federal criminal offense. NFL over my head, you already know that. We concede sloppy goals 1 or 2 when we forget we're on the pitch. One thing I don't like as well, that people look over. We just concede goals in quick succession. Like once we concede a goal, we concede another one. Brighton, it happened. Forest, it happened. And Spurs, it happened. Was it not like, let me actually go and check. And that's very telling of the side. That we fold under pressure as a team and as a manager. And that stems from both. Can't even just blame the manager on that. That's both. Hashtag both of them. We conceded one and we conceded another. So Brighton, we conceded. All right, that was a little, but even that 74th and 90 plus 2, but we was on ropes. But that's a little longer. But we conceded 2 goals back to back there. To sign, even though it was 75, it's like 20 minutes apart. And then Nottingham Forest was 2 minutes apart, 48 and 50. 2 minutes apart, right after halftime. So we conceded 2 in 2 minutes. 2 in fucking 2 minutes against Forest. And then Spurs, it was 2 in 7 minutes. So we've conceded 2 in 2 minutes and 2 in 7 minutes. All right, man. And then 2 in 24 before that. Yeah, see, well, I said West London hype. I hear it. Nah, Wild, I'm not accepting it because it's far from over. There's too many points on show. There's too many points on show, and that shit gets halted weekend. Sunday, the Arsenal train gets derailed. Why was Amram saying players weren't following instructions against Everton? Because he's got to take the blame elsewhere. What's the quotes, though? Because he's always talking rubbish, man. Who wasn't following instructions? Who? Like, I don't know. You just be chatting rubbish. I don't know why he said that. That's news to me. If they win, it's the weakest Premier League title in the history of the game. Hashtag agenda must live. I hear it. If we win Sunday, I'm gonna be nice, relaxed, and smile. Nah, man, you not taking the L. Already said, man. Chelsea 2-1. What? You know what I'm saying? Chelsea 2-1. Mentality of the squad reeks. Scammering doesn't help either when he's admitting in press conferences we could go back to losing like last season. But yet the ownership keep him in charge, you know. The ownership keep him in fucking charge. Yeah. But all right, people, we're going to close out. Make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV Extra YouTube channel. Make sure you do so. Run up the likes, hit the subscribe button. We're back today, 9:30 p.m. UK time, members Q&A, people. So that's 9:30 p.m. UK time, members Q&A. So if you're a member, if you're a Sarcasm City soldier or higher, so if you're second tier or higher, you're eligible for the sports Q&A. So they're like this. I'm just joined by members. We talk about whatever the topics are and get questions from the chat as well. And then following that, 11 p.m. UK time, talk your ish. That's the fan calling show, people. Talk your ish. That's the fan calling show. That's open for anybody to call in. So it doesn't matter where you're calling in from. Doesn't matter who you support. Feel free to call in and tell me how wrong I am. Again, doesn't matter who you support. Doesn't matter where you are calling in from. I want to hear from as many people as possible. You don't even have to support a team in the Premier League. Maybe it's a team outside the Premier League as well. Hey, I hear you, African King says, big up, world champs need to stop the asthma. Must be done. Spot on. Must be done. So do what needs to be done Sunday. Do what needs to be done Sunday. That's what I'd say. But all right, we're closing out. We're going to redirect. Lewis is still live. So we're going to redirect to Lewis over there. Because I bet Gunner's still over here. He's Gunner still yapping. He's Gunner still talking away. He's still chatting away, isn't he? Shout out Gunner. Big up Jimmy. I'm saying big up Lewis. That Scrub Prime's over there as well. So we're going to redirect over there, people. That's what we're going to do. But big up to everyone in the chat. Big up all the members, all the mods, all the regulars, all the new people, all the members. Appreciate everyone supporting Sarcasm City TV, man. Yay, one more like. It was up to 40 likes, people. Shout out to Vader as well for... What the hell is that? Oh. Shout out to Vader as well. Something was just on the screen. I was thinking, what's that? Shout out to Vader as well for the super chat also, people. Right, Lewis is still live. So I'm going to send you lot over there. Send you lot over. So Sarcasm City TV raid in Lewis's chat, people. And don't forget, this show, all the other shows on the channel are available on all audio platforms, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, etc. And Chelsea, Arsenal, all the other non-Manchester United watch-alongs will be live on the extra channel, people. So West Ham, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal on Sunday, they are on the Sarcasm City TV Extra YouTube channel, people. Sarcasm City TV Extra. And then Saturday, Manchester City, Leeds, and Everton, Newcastle. So big up, love to everyone that's locked in. It's been the Sports Q&A solo edition live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in. Sarcasm City TV raid in Lewis's chat.